is Shiv with Exron Music. I'm sitting down with Barbara Nicole today in New York City. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Hello.
So Barbara is here in town. She also has been promoting her most recent EP. So we're going to sit down and connect on a few questions as she kind of moves forward in her career, especially with the promo of Shiny Objects, which is out now.
Yes. It just came out and I'm super proud of this one. It's bringing like all my love of acid, minimal with really sassy girl power anthem lyrics.
Yes.
And it's probably one of my most provocative of EPs.
Okay,
so
we like that.
Yeah, a little bit more controversial than what you're used to.
Okay, well, I mean, we like that. That's what gets people going, right?
Exactly.
So actually, that's good that you started with that, because could you share a little bit more about your background in the music and also in arts? Like, how has your time in the art world impacted your musical creativity?
I think it's definitely allowed me to push the boundaries of what I think music should sound like or what cover art should look like. I have been exposed through a lot of different art, but I guess to back up, so I grew up in Boston. We were talking about that a little while ago.
Same. Boston girlies here.
In the house. And I studied marketing and art history. Always I didn't take too well to history, but once I understood it from a visual perspective, I was just hooked immediately. So I think my background of marketing, art history, starting to work in the advertising world, I think about it a lot when it comes to my brand and the look and feel and what I'm doing with my music, how the visual complements what the sound is. So they kind of go hand in hand. And over the past year, I started investing in art finally.
Yes, I was going to ask about that. Tell me more.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I love paintings. I love sculptures. Why don't I own anything? I'm in a position, fortunately, I've worked really hard to be able to invest in other artists and support the arts. And I know what I love. I know as soon as I see it, I fall in love. I'm either like a hell yes or a no type of person. And when something speaks to me, if it makes me sad, if I feel like a kid, if I laugh when I see it, I just kind of want it. And I have just kind of fallen into this art world. Thank you. Yeah, I have pieces now from France, from Portugal, from Spain.
Love.
I've been in the studio with a lot of my favorite artists.
That is really cool.
It's really cool.
Do you have a favorite, or is it hard?
Oh,
I know. I love the art world. It's so expansive.
Yeah, I would have to say Cocktail.
Okay.
I first saw his pieces last year at Art Basel Miami, and friends of mine actually got one of his.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's like all these fruit in an amusement park having a party.
What medium is it?
It's all painting.
Oh, wow.
It's all painting. It's huge. It could take up like this wall or bigger.
Okay, love.
And we became friends. He actually did a self-portrait of me. He was like, I'm inspired by you. And I was like, wait, I'm inspired by you. And I got to meet him finally in Madrid.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I had created Candy Store, which is a trance song with this amazing French artist, spun off. We got connected in such a weird way too, but to be at Cocktail Studio in Madrid, picking up a portrait of me and playing Candy Store, it's just like,
it's like a full circle.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's such a great moment. I love that. Oh, that's really, really cool.
Special.
Yeah, well, obviously, I guess you draw a ton of inspiration from there, but how does your location also kind of impact the inspiration? Having been in New York, growing up in Boston, as well as been in San Fran and now in Ibiza.
Yeah. It's a location, and it's also where you are in life. A lot of the themes in San Francisco, a lot of the themes the first time I lived in New York was like me going out with my girlfriends, whether I was dating someone and it was like we were happy going out or something had just ended or I was ghosted, we would always go out. It was like, okay, let's go dancing. I'll be there. So a lot of the themes on my album, Palm Dreams, came out earlier this year. Are like moving to the city, you're in awe of the city, you're hanging out with your friends, you're getting lost on the dance floor, you're getting ghosted, you're falling in love, out of love.
Sex in the City.
Basically. Yeah. And it's like, it's pretty sad because it's still happening now, but that's okay. You learn, like, hopefully we learn, right?
Yes.
So then I lived in New York. I lived in San Francisco, and I was married in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot more of, I was creating from a place of like safety and stability, and it allowed me to push what I was writing about and write more about love, deep love and connection.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but now I'm divorced.
Okay, plot twist.
And it's okay. These things happen, and sometimes you're meant to go on different paths.
Yeah.
There's no animosity. There was, we're still friendly, as friendly as we can be, and that's okay. This is the best way you can have a divorce, I think.
Isn't it a bummer that like love and heartbreak are two of the biggest like inspirations out there?
Well, yeah. That's
Yeah.
The songs that stand the test of time
Right?
are all about some sort of love.
Something like that. Always relatable.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, always relatable.
Unfortunately, these things keep repeating.
Yeah.
So this, it's mostly about love. But this past summer, I really feel like I fell in love with myself. I've been living in Ibiza, and I feel so fortunate to have had this experience. So many of my friends are like, "How are you living there? How are you functioning?
How could you not?
How could you not? And you don't need to go out every night."
Yeah.
So most days I'm writing, I'm going to the beach, I'm meeting people from there, and I feel like because I've been so isolated from what I've known, from where I've grown up, and not really living abroad, it's been super inspiring, and lots of different themes more around like freedom of expression, sexual empowerment, dating again, and being like tossed around in the world of dating, and being so confused, and also being on an island where I don't really speak the language that well. I'm learning it. So it's been both where I've lived and where I've been at, in love with myself and in my love life with others, I would say.
That's great. I mean, what a perfect way to put it. I mean, obviously, you live in Ibiza. Ibiza is a crazy, crazy place. It's a lot of fun. What are some daily routines that you have that you really can't go without?
I have to see art.
Love that.
So I have a whole list for my daily routine. It's like 20 steps, and some of it is I do like. This might sound woo-woo, but I
no such thing.
Okay.
You're talking to an astrology queen.
Okay, great. So I have these powerful thought cards, powerful daily affirmation cards, and a really good girlfriend of mine in San Francisco put me onto them. So if I wake up, I'm feeling like, I really feel awful today, I just pull these cards and I just try to speak to myself in a really positive way, because I really do believe our thoughts impact what's happening
manifestation
around us. Exactly. And it's really important to be positive, not toxic positivity, but just speak really kindly to yourself, and it just radiates a nice, happy energy. I think.
It's like so corny, but so true. Like,
it's so true.
The way you think about yourself is how you give yourself to others.
Exactly. So I do my cards. I do like some chakra type stuff. I do my vocal warm-ups every morning. So my neighbor will hear me. I was doing them in the bathroom, and he was like, I didn't know what was happening, so now I don't do them in the bathroom anymore.
This one or
no, my neighbor in Ibiza. I've been doing it here too. I mean, Vincent is my vocal coach, and I'll be in trouble with Vincent if I don't do it.
We can't disappoint him.
No, we can't. Like, he's holding me to a higher standard, and I really respect that and appreciate, because he knows what my goals are, and I'm sure we'll get to them. So there's my thought cards, chakra. I do my morning pages. I journal just freely for like 3 pages worth. It could be from my dreams. It could be how I'm feeling. It's really, really healthy to get them out so that you don't have those thoughts throughout the day. Sometimes it's lyric. Exactly. And then I have to go for my walk. I have to do some sort of exercise, and I have to see art, and I have to make art. Those are like my top things. And drink a ton of water.
Okay, I'm with you on the water. Actually, I'm with you on all of them.
Okay, great.
Actually, you said you're a vocalist, which is amazing. So there's no shortage of art or creation in your world. How does you being a vocalist and creating lyrics impact your producing? And kind of like chicken or the egg, what comes first, the lyrics or the song?
So it's really funny how inspiration can come to me. Sometimes I'll just start humming a melody, and that might be what a synth is, or what the bass is, or it might be the melody for the verse or the chorus. So I'm always taking voice memos on my phone. I might be in public and I'll just whip it out, because you'll lose it. Rick Rubin says it's like a cloud, right? If you don't catch it, it's gone. So I usually it's usually the idea for the song first. in terms of the theme or in terms of the melody or the lyrics. And then I will go to Ableton.
Yeah.
And I'll start with the kick and the bass. I always start with that, especially for dance music. Although I'm pushing myself to start more with the chords, but
Okay,
I keep going back to the kick and the bass.
Old habits.
It
works.
Yeah, and like you need to feel that in the club, right?
Yeah.
That's the foundation of the track. And then once I kind of build that out, I feel like I have a few different templates depending on what
Yeah.
type of genre I'm working in. Then I'll pull in my voice memo, work with that a bit, and then go into the studio when I'm ready to properly record.
Love that.
Yeah.
You seem to have it pretty figured out.
Yeah,
Which is good.
But other times, so I do top lines for a lot of other artists, and top lines is just basically doing vocals with other people and collaborating. I love collaborating because it lets you both kind of bring your strengths to the table. You learn something new. It's usually a different genre that I get to work with, and that is when the track comes to me. They'll have a demo or an instrumental, and then it's my turn to write the lyrics. I have to write the lyrics when I top line because it has to be something I've experienced, or I just can't
relate.
No,
the passion wouldn't be there.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, also congrats, you've played Pikes Ibiza.
Thank
obviously
you.
You're living the energy of Ibiza. How does that kind of the energy that you surround yourself in Ibiza like impact your sets, your shows, or like what are some of the favorite moments you've had so far?
I think it's been a mix of the I'm thinking of like food and going to the market.
There's nothing wrong with food.
Because I've been eating super well over there, which makes me happy, and in turn, I think makes
Is
me
it a blue zone?
Is it a? Yes, it is.
Oh,
yes, it is.
Girl, you're gonna live forever.
I knew it was magical. I knew it. So I'm thinking of food has really inspired me, and I'm also thinking of cocktails work, that there's a lot of just like crazy fruit. So this summer has been super colorful, super bright and bold in terms of what I've been wearing, where I've been going, like the art I've surrounded myself with, and then the music. So I would say like maybe my music, it was never a 5, but let's say it was like a certain color in New York. Now it's that like times 1,000.
It's like Technicolor.
Yeah. That's a good way to think of it. And so like I'm going way more experimental with the stuff that I would normally play, and it's way more global because where I'm shopping for records, where like other people I'm meeting from different countries, it's obviously like very Balearic, and I'd say a throwback to the old school Ibiza sounds. I don't play a lot of psytrance or a lot of the genres that are popping up on TikTok. I'm more like funky, acid, sassy house that has got a good kick and bass, a really hot vocal, anything that's like groovy and quirky. So everything just feels like it's been really heightened this summer.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
But
and
it's honestly a lot of fun too, because it's out of the box. So even though it's such a classic, it's new in a way for a lot of people that may just be getting into it or only kind of becoming part of like the dance music scene. It's something they haven't really experienced yet because they're not going to see that type of stuff on social media. They have to go explore it.
Exactly. And I think you can't go wrong with the classics. No. There's so many people that haven't.
They're classics for a reason.
They're classics for a reason. And the music is so good. It's so good. And I think it's a good entry into house, still sticking with like funk and groove, and it goes back to the type of music that I grew up with, like Sam and Dave, my grandfather, Chuck Berry, Elvis, like a lot of different genres. So I try to bring all that funk and soul that I know and that I love, and even like more from the pop world too, that structure of songs, into what I'm playing into the dance world.
Love. That's very fun.
Yeah.
We talked about it briefly, but once again, congrats on Shiny Objects.
Thank you.
And you've said some of these words already, but I'm going to ask again.
Okay.
3 words. How, if you were to describe this release, what are they? I know you've said a lot of words. I'm even struggling thinking what you might say.
I want to either say "in your face" or "who is she."
I think those are both great.
Okay,
you're not graded. This is perfect.
Okay, thanks. Because I don't think you hear too many females talk about these themes in the way that I am on this EP, and taking back that power. I'm saying what a lot of males say about women when we're not in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yikes.
Yeah. Or I'm saying what they're thinking, and it's just a fact of life. We're all visual creatures, and I think it's sometimes unfair the way women can be labeled if you look a certain way, or be judged without even having seen a body of work or anything. And I was seeing so many stereotypes in real life everywhere that I've lived, and I was feeling it myself. And I was like, you know what? If this
I'm gonna do it too.
I'm gonna do it to myself and give the power back to the female. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, kitty want to bite. Sure. You know what? I want to hook up with someone. Yeah, right? I'm going to say kitty want to bite. Great.
Love that.
Yeah,
honestly.
Why not?
I'm with you.
Great.
And that's the thing. I love kind of keeping guys on the edge of their feet too. It's fun that way.
It is fun.
Yeah, but you didn't think that was going to come from us.
Surprise. No. I guess I've just experienced so many interesting things with dating and just being.
I feel like me and you could go on for ages.
Oh yeah, we could do a whole relationship part
podcast.
Of this. Yeah, but now it's more about like having fun, and my music is really the priority right now. So I'm just kind of like, I'm learning with each person that I meet, and really just not taking anything super seriously.
It's honestly how you grow.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
But kind of going further, tell me the story behind Good Crazy, your label.
Yeah. So Paradise Worldwide approached me with the idea of starting my own imprint. I had been thinking about it for a really long time because I know the sounds that I love as a DJ, and I know the artists that I've connected with. And so when they approached me to start it, I was like, okay, they also believe in this and what I'm trying to build. So Good Crazy is a home for people that are doing things really differently, like experimental, weird, nerds. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care how many views you have on your content. If you like it, you like it. If I like it, like I said, I'm a hell yes or no person. As soon as I hear it or as soon as I see it, even in my friendships, I know it's a yes or a no. Yes, it's on my arm for a reason. Yes, cute. I got this in Vegas after I played at Legion Stadium, which was insane.
That's a massive venue. Oh my god.
Yeah, no big deal. I also did that.
Yeah.
So it's been a crazy year in the best way.
Yeah, I was gonna say good crazy. That's what we like.
Good crazy. Exactly.
That's honestly a kind of a baller motto too. Like you can be good and be crazy at the same time.
You can,
and that's better than different things.
That's better than batch. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like so.
I've been called both of them. So.
So Good Crazy is my label. We're actively signing demos, and I'm looking to support other artists that are also kind of like making jalapeno peanut butter type sushi of music, if that makes sense. Bringing things together that shouldn't, but sounds super dope.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Love that.
Yeah.
And then one final thing is when you're packing your bag for a night out, what are 3 things that you'll never forget to put in it?
Earplugs. Tinnitus is real. A lot of us have ear damage because of how loud the sound is, and especially playing, I always have earplugs with me. That's number 1. My Chanel lipstick, 100%. I wear red. I wear a lot of red because my mom says it keeps the evil energy away. I'm like, okay, Mom, I need all the help that I can get because I'm on the road and you meet a lot of interesting people.
I keep my crystals in my bag.
Okay, great. You get it. Yeah. So my earplugs, my red Chanel for sure, and my phone. It's a safety thing.
It's a necessary evil, unfortunately.
It is. I'm trying to be on it less when I'm with other people, or especially if I'm out, so I can be really present. But you need your phone.
Yeah, sadly, we need our phone. And then one thing to wrap us up. What's next?
A lot of music is coming. A lot. My backlog is like hundreds of tracks. So we're just getting out as much as we can in this year and then planning the release schedule for next year. My focus right now is really on writing as much music as I can. I am so happy when I'm in the studio. Yeah. So getting this music out, it's all different genres.
I'm coming for that USB.
Yes. So I'm really excited about that. And hopefully start working on album 2 next year.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm ready.
Well, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad that we were able to connect. Yeah. This is so great. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next for you and also all of those releases.
Thank you.
But check out Shiny Objects. It is now streaming. And thanks for listening. Bye, y'all.
Bye.